So I'm thinking, just as I go, I'm thinking about life and I suppose the purpose of life and how I should view my own life, for example. I'm thinking initially it seems that life can be judged as being just about creating more life. That the purpose of life is to continue the species, to have children and continue life that way. So I have to ask, does that mean that you failed in some way in life if you haven't had children? Does that mean you haven't done the business? I'm not sure I'd agree with that, but at the same time, I can't argue with how life seems to be. Life does indeed seem to be about the continuation of more life, and that's pretty much the only thing that can be determined. So I'm wondering, should a man who hasn't had children, should a man feel that he's lived properly? Has he lived life to its full extent? Or should he feel that he's failed in some way? I'm wondering what can be achieved from life. What can a man get out of life if he doesn't have children and do what nature wants? And then if a man does have children, he's also doing other things in life. But it does seem to me that life seems to be just about creating more life. And when you have created more life, it's hard to know what life is then. It just seems a bit of a mystery. And it seems more about entertaining yourself until you eventually die. So I'm wondering if life is just pointless and that's the end of it. And I'm wondering if that's a problem. I mean, maybe just experiencing life and enjoying life is the thing you should be aiming for. And trying to find some end goal isn't realistic, I would say. So maybe it is a clear fact that there is no purpose to life. You just live and you make more life and try and enjoy yourself all the time. So in that sense, there's no real failure in life unless you don't produce more life. Unless you don't do what you're told, perform your function. If you don't perform your function, you could be seen to be a failure in life. But it seems to me that if you have children, you can do pretty much anything you like because you've succeeded in a sense. I suppose it takes the pressure off any other kind of achievement. It does seem that making life is the be all and end all, and nothing else is under consideration. Well, that's interesting because I look at opportunities I've had in life, and I look at the success of others, and I tend to be down on myself about my lack of achievement in so many areas. But then I'm thinking, I've had two children. Could I sit back and say I've done what I was told by nature, and I shouldn't see myself as any kind of failure? It's hard to say if life could be more than just making more life. It would seem that life is about making more life and enjoying yourself as much as you can. And any achievement other than making life is kind of unimportant. And it would seem that you can make yourself happier by not judging yourself compared to the success of others in whatever area. if you've had children, it seems that you can relax. If you haven't had children, I suppose then you can start wondering about your place in the universe and whether you've been successful in life. But if you have had children, it does seem to me that anything else is unimportant. It's strange because it does take the pressure off in a way, and it makes you less critical of yourself if you see things this way. I think it's interesting. It might be worthwhile thinking this way.